Hi guys. Today something new. I started to play HeartStone since some time already, and I decided that actually it's time to share a little bit what I find out. Especially the arena matches are quite a lot of fun, and I'm ambitious to do better in the future. And according to our logo and our company name, it's filled with skill, of course. We need to get better. We need to learn, and I decided to learn together with you guys a little bit my progress. I found some amazing informations on the internet how to do arena runs. It seems to be possible to not only depend on a good luck and a good draw, but to be very actively have a good influence on how you build your deck. Of course, you just selecting your deck on your own and having a good chance to actually win 7 games in a row, so you can do it right away another round of arena rounds. So that's definitely something we want to do. I'm getting my information today from Icy Veins homepage, which I will link in the comments so you guys can check it out yourself. I found it highly useful, and what we're gonna do with it is stick a little bit to his advices on which character classes to pick, which are the strongest, and of course which cards to select always out of 3. So we're no further talk, let's jump in. I collected some money for the arena, of course. So we have 3 heroes according to Icy Veins, and not only Icy Veins. Actually, I read some other guidelines as well that Mage is one of the strongest picks which you can have currently in the selection. Therefore, we don't think much and choose her. We're switching to Icy Veins. Has a really nice part on his homepage where you can actually switch to a nice overview of all possible cards which you can get. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you this even. Just give me a second to switch the monitor. I have no way to do it. Let's do it like this. Wow, it's me. Now it's dark. Wait. Stay calm. There we go. So, as you can see here on this homepage, you have a very nice overview in this area for all the cards which are possible to be drawn. He puts them into a tier selection of which card, how good they are. Tier 1 is always preferable to take because they are very strong picks for mages. And you can of course select by rarity and decide very easily which one you want to choose. So this is a very nice advantage, a very nice idea on his side. Shoutouts to Icy Veins, you deserve a plug for this one, and that's why I'm mentioning you. So looks very good. He's active, he updates those things, so we're gonna try to stick a little bit to it and see how far we get. So on the first selection we have, as you can see, Ancient, Mana Race, Blizzard. From my own perspective, I would suggest to take Blizzard or actually the Ancient Mage. Both seem to be a really good choice. However, I don't have any spells yet, so I would go with Blizzard. Let's check what he wrote. It's tier 1 actually over the Ancient Mage, so we agree on a decision. So second choice, we have already some ideas. I personally like Mana Worm a lot. However, it's tier 1 as a very low level card. You need to buff it up with a lot of other spells. The second choice is of course a spell damage +1 Ogre Magi. From a point of view how much they cost, actually Mana Worm is definitely the better choice because it has 1/3 with a nice ability to buff it through. We're a mage, so we're going to use a lot. Therefore we go with a Mana Worm for now. Oh, I need to check if I was right. Let me see. Mana Worm is in tier 2 and Ogre Magi is... I need to search, otherwise I will look. It's tier... no. Yeah, actually, it's average. It's tier 4. So I made the right choice again. Beautiful. So I read the good stuff today. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit cold, so I have a little bit, catch a little bit cold, so that's very annoying, but whatever. Apologies to you guys that I'm sneezing a little bit, like, yeah, what can I do? Okay, so next one. Firebolt, Frostbolt. I'm not really interested in Voodoo. It's 1 mana. It's okay-ish stats. It gives you two health back. But what you want to control the deck. You don't want to get damage to run after basically the damage you're getting to make it good again. So the choice is between Fireball and for freezing. I believe that I would go with Fireball. It feels like it does more to me. Also, both spells are very good, and both could have, how to say it, advantage or a reason to be. However, he agrees with me. He is excellent. Tier 1 is Frostbolt, and Fireball is tier 1 as well as Frostbolt. So in this case, I will go with Fireball for now to have a little bit more damage out. Wind Fury is quite interesting. Divine Shield is quite interesting. I think that I will go. I have no idea, to be honest. In this case, I really don't know. Returning a friendly minion to my hands. Well, not sure. There are possible good combinations possible with the Brewmaster, but I don't have those cards yet. I can't. Depends on my luck. Therefore, I don't really want to go for Divine Shield for the reason that. Yeah, it's a mana 1 card, so most likely with a first attempt I will just kill them with my ability. However, Windfury Harpy is on tier 4. Let's see, the Argent is on tier 2. Therefore, he agrees with me with my selection, and we are following his because I believe him, because this is definitely not a bad card. So, Divine Shield, Core, Hound, and Water Elements. I would definitely go with a Water Element. Let's see. Water Element that. It's level 2. What about the Scarlet? Is level 3, and the Core Hound is very bad. So, Water Element it is. I agree. Let's do this. So, okay. Here gets a little bit more tricky. This is a very nice thing for mages, of course, who rely on a lot of spells to cast it out. Will help me a lot. So let's see what he says. Actually, okay, wait, before I look, well, I don't have yet any 2 mana, so I would go with the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Let's see, Sorcerer's Apprentice is 3, and Water Elemental is put in 2, so it's stronger. In this case, I will follow his advice. I'm not 100% sure. Again, I don't have so many spells yet, so let's see. Okay, Cone of Cold, Polymorph, Divine Shield, both definitely very important. I think Polymorph is stronger than Polymorph or Cone of Cold. Let's see if I'm right. No, both are tier 2. Therefore, it's my decision how to do it. However, this will totally take a big enemy out. I definitely need Polymorph. I can take it in the early stages, so I'm doing it. And let's move on. I don't have any card puller yet, especially as a mage. It's very easy to make you this Accolade of Pain make you pull music. I hear music. Where's the music coming from? Why is there music just coming from the side? I hate it. So, Acolyte is on tier 3, and Frostbolt was tier 2, as we remember correctly. Or it was tier 1. I hope I won't regret this, because I need some card pullers. So, Stranglethorn is lower, as of course Cult Master will be lower and tier 3, so again Frostbolt it is. We don't want, this is a horrible card, as everyone knows already. If you don't run a Murloc Dog, it's not useful. Master Swordsmith is a idea worse, which could be, but the problem which I have with the Master is he needs to be on the field in order to make someone else strong and stronger. He is not even here in the... Oh, sorry, it's rare. So he agrees with me. He's average. He's level 4, and most likely Kieran will be higher ranked. No, he's 4-2. Yeah, of course, because his secret is ability is not that interesting. So, what to do? Okay, let's see. For the stick 2, you get 4. You get 4 attributes for 2 mana, which is a normal. It's by half. However, actually, you get actually 1 extra, so it's 5 for 2, and you get here 7 for 3. So in both cases, but the ability, I guess, this one is stronger. Therefore, we're going with him. Okay, so we're back to the common cards. I not sure which one to pick here. I need definitely some cards for pulling. Loot Hoarder is, according to Icy Veins, tier 4. Fairy Dragon, let's see, tier 3, so it's already better. And let's see, Gnomish should be like the Loot Hoarder, yes, is tier 4. Therefore, we're going with her. This is, I really don't like this card. I believe that we will end up with Acolyte of the Pain, which I forgot already which one he was. Okay, he's tier 3. Dragonling is 4, and Reckless is 3-2. So, whatever. I really want to have some cards for pulling. It's an easy way to do so, so we're going with this. 6 for 5 mana and 2 damage isn't really great. 1, well, giving my mana back isn't really that great either. So I guess we're gonna end up with a Wind Fury. There's not much to do. Let's see if he agrees with me. Storm Pike Commando is tier 4. Voodoo tier 4. And Wind Fury tier 4 as well. So, easy choice for me then. I decide for this. So, we decided Murlocs we don't want to have. We don't have any weapons. So that's a no-brainer now. And Flame Strike. 100% I believe that we need to go for Flame Strike. We need to have a board clearer. Archmage is interesting, is in general an interesting character because of the spell damage, his high survivability, and charge would be not too bad. However, this health is far too low. However, Flamestrike is put on tier 1 by his choice. I totally agree with it. So that's something we definitely go with it. So, again, the choice between Charge and Acolyte of Pain. We have already a few level 6 manas. I don't want to be too high. I think on Arena, as far as I read, it's better to look out a little bit, to have cheaper creatures to survive early on, not getting too much trouble. And therefore, I'm going with Acolyte again. So, Icelands and Frostnova, this is not a good Silverback Patriarch. It's not a good card in general because although it has 5, no, actually, yeah, attributes are by 5, so it's not even half. Usually, you're counting both attributes together as a sum rule and dividing them by 2, and this should be the maximum cost which the card has, unless she has a very good additional in form of a good. How to say it, ability which Taunt isn't really interesting. Beast we don't need as well. 1 damage only, well, it will maximum prolong a little bit of time for us, which Frostnova will do for the same price. Far more efficient, and therefore it is, the idea is between Icelands and Frostnova. Iceland is really nice if you have a lot of freeze, which we don't have. Well, we have a little bit. Well, we have a little bit. I think that we will go with Frostnova anyway. I think this is better. Let's see. It's bad, actually. Tier 5. Icelands and Frostnova will be... Frost... Okay, it's in tier 4 average, so it is better anything else, so we're going with it. It's a nice control spell. Gives you some time at least. Doesn't make things worse. So, Spiteful Smith is a card I really like to play, but not on a mage. We don't have any weapons, so this is already completely out of the question. So it's the question is between Raging Worgen, which is tier 2, and Young Dragonhawk, which is at the very end. Reason for it is, although he has a really nice ability and is very low cost efficient, usually the cards which are only for 1 mana, they don't have a big impact on the game. Round 2 is very fast reached. Every round 2 unit usually kills 1 mana creatures without a problem. Therefore, investing into taking a card slot away is not the best thing. So we're going with a Raging Worgen. So again, returning, I believe. I don't know. So, mirror image is quite nice because any early aggression, as for example a rogue which coins into the Deviat, can be stopped, and you can play on time till you actually can kill them with your hero ability. However, it does cost you only time, but I believe that in this constellation it is the best choice which we can do so far. I don't see anything else, but we will check, of course, the list. Ancient Brewmaster is average tier 4. Earthen Farseer is tier 4, therefore not really interesting. In both are not really interesting, and Mirror Image is actually tier 4 too. So this was Ancient was tier 4 too, right? Yeah, so everyone is Ancient. So we don't have we don't have anything really to justify. Well, maybe besides Argent Square, but we won't be able to use it for long. So I will skip it for now. We're already 18 cards in. I'm not trying to force any combinations right now here. Restore 3 health, well, is a nice idea. I prefer for 1 mana to actually avoid those 3 damage. Oh, yeah, with having some blocks out, some taunt out. So we're going with a cast. We reached rare cards again. We have Counterspell, Counterattack, and Counterspell, Ancient Watcher, and Injured Blade Master. So we have no possibility. We actually didn't take the heal, so we have no possibility to heal him up again. It's a really nice stats wise. It's really nice actually. What is he providing? This is 11 for 3 mana. Even after he deals 4 damage to him, it's still 7, which is more than half. So Blade Master is stats-wise a good card to play in general. Additionally, if you can heal or whatever, he becomes strong again. Ancient Watcher, very nice stats, had a really bad downside that he can't actually attack and is a little bit passive. However, if you manage to give him a tank ability or silence him, or give him tank ability, then the enemy most likely needs to silence him, which enables suddenly, calm down, Identity, calm down. So he is silent, loses his taunt ability at this point, but loses his negative ability and makes him attackable for 2 mana. Perfect. However, again, we don't want to force combinations. We want to have a straightforward game. We don't want to risk anything. So in this case, I would decide against both. Well, I'm not 100% sure against. Okay, look. I would decide for Counterspell. I think this is the most intelligent choice here. Didn't we had actually one? We decided against, just to be sure. No, we decided against it, so yeah. So I definitely would go with Counterspell. However, let's check it out. What does the tier list say? It's Counterspell is tier 3, therefore good. Ancient Watcher is in this case tier 6 and terrible, and Injured should be a little better, but should be bad too. It's 4. So Counterspell wins just by definition. And now it gets a little bit more tricky. I will not even consider this card for sure, because those cards are stronger silence is quite important to well, get rid of some naughty things which the enemy can throw at us. However, we have a lot of spells, so maybe it's actually better to go with the draw cards. But let me see what does. Oh, we already said. Arcane Intellect is tier 3, and Iron Break is tier 3 too. As I thought, it's quite equivalent. So we have how many cards? How many do we have for pulling cards? Because I think 4 is a minimum. That is tricky. We have already a lot, so I'm going with the draw cards. I want definitely to have them. And again, this is a very nice combination, so let's see, because I can't even decide. So we have, I think, Arcane Missile. I don't have a Arcane Missile yet, and Arcane Missile is very strong. For 1 mana, you're getting a 3 damage. Even if it's split up, this is usually still a good play, which you can do, because it can actually hit stats minions as well. It is by random, and playing against a Warlock, for example, who has this little imp, stats imp, very nice to do, very cheap to do and get rid of it. So I would most likely go for Arcane Missile because we don't have it yet. Arcane Missiles is average. Okay. Fairy Dragon is good. And Frostbolt, as we remember, was excellent. Well, in this case, we have 3 Frostbolts. Nice. So, Taunt. Idea is Taunt, spell damage, and Dark Iron Wolf. We have 8 more cards to go. We have majority on 3. I would like... Again, I will see what the tier list says. All of them are good. Cobalt Geomancer can be very nicely cast just before you actually activate a Frostbolt or whatever. It cannot be so much protected besides the mirror image. So most likely he will get rid of it, but you can use it basically as a damage, as a spontaneous minion to buff your spells a little bit. Dark Iron Wolf is very nice too, +2 damage, can come in very handy on a hero like Wind Fury Harpy. So suddenly it's not 2 damage more, but 4 damage more. Can come in very handy. I have no idea what does fit best. We have a little bit too less in this area, so I think I will go actually with a Booty Bay Bodyguard. However, his mana costs aren't all that bad, but we have a lot already in this area, so yeah, I have to do this. I won't even consider in this moment to see what else is there standing. Sorry. So I'm a little bit abandoning the system for the reason because we need to fill up now. We need to see for the mana curve. Of course, we watched this already. Ogre Magi was on tier 4. Let's say Mirror Image is as well tier 4, and Priestess is tier 5. So the question is between Ogre Magi and Mirror Image. However, as I said, I feel more comfortable with around 4. We need a little bit more stronger units. I feel like mages can usually survive the early game quite well because of the hero ability. Usually you can manage. We have enough cards which can help us in the early game stages. So we need to be prepared to survive the later stages as well if we prolong long enough. Therefore, I would like to have a little bit more expensive. So, again, I don't even need to look. Both of them are very nicely cards. 4 mana, 8 is a half. It's a nice town, so it protects certain of your how to say it, certain of your hero and Saint Jean. Where is it? of your I can't talk anymore, hero and characters. So it's a nice thing to do. Chillwind Yeti has one of the best 4 cards because it has a very nice stats ratio. Usually you can trade it 2 for 1 cards, which is very important. Therefore, it is a very wise choice. I would go for now Chillwind Yeti. I didn't check it. Senjin Shieldmaster is tier 2. Chillwind Yeti is tier 2. I prefer to have the higher damage in it. Therefore, I'm going for this. So, again, now it's a little bit not very happy about it. Cult Master is tier 3. Blood Fan is a good card in general for the statistics for this mana at round 2. However, it is put into tier 4. And the Core Hound will be even worse. Yes, with 6. So, we have 3 cards for card pulling. We have quite some amount of how to say it, minions in this deck, so we can go with it too. These are not good choices. I would discharge this. 1 mana, stats are crappy, ability is nothing interesting for me. Has a taunt, however it gives you only 1 mana, 1 attack for 3 mana. It has a taunt, which is nice, but it won't kill anything, and therefore the Dalal Mage will be more beneficial in a Mage deck in this context. So, again, in this case, it's a Fireball for sure, which wins the bet. Mana Wyrm or Wind Fury. This, I nearly clicked it. That was close. So Ironforge Rifleman has a bet. It's 4/4, 3 mana with ability which is not really good. So we will end up with a Mana Wyrm. It's tier 2, and the Wind Fury, as we know, was already lower. So no brainer. Ba-boom. So we're not really interested in going for the early kill. We don't have really weapons. So we're gonna end up with Gruul. I don't think there is a wiser choice right now. Let's see. Oh, wait, I need to switch to legendaries. As the last card, where is Gruul? Gruul is average. Captain is bad. And Millhouse is even terrible. So my decision was right. Our whole deck is assembled. We are ready to go. The next video will show our first game, see how it runs. However, what we always need to do in the end after we build a deck, we're gonna have a look first. So we have some early potential to survive early. This one I think maybe even shouldn't be played too early. We have good low cost spells to buff this creature up. Therefore we should play it when we have enough on our hand in order to make it strong. We have some nice board controls with freeze, with some semi damage. So how do we actually win? We have 2 fireballs, which is always very nice. 2 polymorph, which is beautiful too. We will be able to get rid of naughty creatures. We have quite okayish. Our minions are quite okayish, till even having very strong minions. So I believe that we will try to prolong the game till we can have a Gruul, which is very angry and will hit very hard. Therefore, what we need to do is to trigger all the crowd control abilities of the enemy in order to be safe to play Gruul and win the game with it as a finisher. However, till that point, we should be able to have already provided so much damage that yeah, we're in a good spot. So let's see how it will run. This was the introduction, so the following games will show how much we come. It would be amazing, of course, if we reach directly 7 wins. I doubt it. I'm not unsatisfied with the deck. Let's see how good or how bad we're going to play with it and what kind of opponents we're going to meet. So this is Identity. Please subscribe so you know when the next games are up. And yeah, enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have comments, if you have feedback, please provide. Please check out the site which I mentioned icy/veins.com. Very good informations for you guy, for Hearthstone player who wants to become better. So shout out to this guy, and maybe if you visit the site, maybe leave a comment that you got recommended from me, so he knows who to thank for. Yes, I'm out.